Welcome back to another Daily Doge. Today we are live and we're doing technical analysis not only on crypto but on also a couple stocks. If there are any symbols that you want to see technical analysis of, let me know in the comments. But today we're going to be doing Elliott Wave principle. We're going to be doing the Elliott Wave count for AMC, BlackBerry, Doge, Shiba Inu, Safemoon. I couldn't find the chart for that one. But we will be doing Digibyte and Crypto.com coin. These are all someone in my feed from yesterday. Someone on the feed yesterday gave me these to do next, so let's try to do them all in one video. If I can't get them all done in this video, then we'll do a second one. Lucas tuned in and said, "Oh yeah, baby, finally got the notification for your live." Yeah, what's the deal with that? I'm glad that you did get it. Thank you. Thank YouTube and the algorithm. Well, welcome on for the live. I just started, so you're in the right place. All right, so let's start with AMC. Well, let's start with Doge because I'm on the chart already. I'll be quick because I did this yesterday, and I've been doing it almost every day. So let's go to a longer time frame at first. By the way, Lucas, are you the one that just commented about ditching the Elliott Wave book? Do you not like that book? All right, let's see. So this is the weekly chart. I have a bunch of stuff drawn on here from my video yesterday. If you want to see me doing that, just check out the video. It's still up. Okay, so the weekly is pretty small. So this was wave 1. This is now wave 2, but it's dropping again. Oh, look, a Doge. Just like I'm changing the name of this feed to the Daily Doge instead of the Daily Doge because I've been doing multiple different coins and stocks. I also started a new Instagram called The Daily Doji, D-O-J-I at the end. All right, well, that looks like it could be a reversal candle at the very end. See, all of that was making a doji on the longer time frame. So looks like it's still looks like this was a base. So we had 3 waves going down. It didn't go down and touch that line like I thought it might. Did I just have the line drawn badly? Depends where you put it. Maybe it did if you have these wicks just poking through. So I think that this wave down right here is done, but I wouldn't be totally shocked if it isn't. I would put this here then. And this wave, this next wave up should be about the same length as that. Could be a little longer, 0.618 longer actually. Okay, so if that was the end of this sideways wave, We might be looking at a move temporarily up to about 31, maybe 32. If so, I will be, and again, this is a good time for my disclaimer. You don't have to do what I'm doing just because I was accurate a lot of the time. Doesn't mean I'm going to nail it every single time. And even if I was, you should learn how to do the analysis yourself so that you're not relying on someone else's videos or someone else's advice. That being said, if someone did say they're interested in buy and sell signals, maybe in a Patreon group, it's something I'm considering, but let me know if that's interesting to you in the comments. I do have a course on trading that I just finished, and I know, Lucas, you posted that you wanted in on the beta test on that group. So send me a message on Instagram or schedule a consultation. There's a link in the bottom of the description, and then I'll get you all hooked up into the program. I'm going to have at least 5 people beta test it before I officially release it. And I think 4 or 5 people already expressed interest. So we just, if that was one of you watching, then just make sure to reach out to me and get in there before the other people fill all the spots. Because as soon as I get 5 people in there, I'm probably going to not accept anymore until I get some feedback. All right, anyway, I go over a lot of what I'm going over here live in the course, probably all of it, but the live videos are good as well, I think. So we dipped into my buy zone all the way back there. We dipped in again. We're in it right now, amazing. So let's look a little closer in and see what this wave is doing here. It isn't 3 waves yet, first of all. You can tell that. This looks like it's either going to be something like this. Going up. And it might look something like this wave here going up. So we have this first wave here, and then a correction, and then another wave coming up, then a bigger correction in between, and then the third wave up. So it might be something like that. This first wave would be that first bump up back here, and then it would make a 1, 2, 3. Then it's gonna make a small 1, 2, 3 sideways, and then a 1, 2, 3 going up. That's kind of what I'm expecting in this next wave, something like this. Let me move it out of the way. Something like that. And this first mini wave would just be part of that, part of this wave going up. So I'm expecting kind of something like that, just coincidentally. Well, there are no coincidences here. When I've got this line drawn right in the correction of that, well, that's probably going to be the resistance that creates this correction. So that's not surprising, since that level was probably... See, all of this is human psychology, and there are resistances from places where people were buying and selling it in the past waves. I also have some instructions here from the last video about the buy signal that was happening. And oh, actually, I shouldn't have erased that, because Oh, I can't get any of those back. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let me leave those on there and let me show you what I was drawing with that. Because look, I was talking about the signal that I was getting yesterday on the RSI, and then I drew this circle up here, and there was empty. There was no squiggle, and look what happened here. Bloop! That's what I was talking about. Right there would have been the sell for if you took this trade down here. Because of on the RSI, you could have gotten that signal. I have alerts set on here. Does that make sense? I have a. Oh, Lucas, did you tried to schedule a consultation today? Well, that's. Let me see. Huh. Wow. Okay. I see that now. Well, it's good that you tuned in on the live. All right, well, I got your info now. So let me know the next good opportunity. Either I can do the same time tomorrow, if that works for you. It looks like you're in a different time zone, so that's 4 for me. So I could do that same time tomorrow, or I could shoot you a text and we can reschedule. All right. Well, this scheduling thing, a lot of people have a hard time with it, and I need to find out a better way for it to notify me, so that I had it set up so that it doesn't let you schedule them if it's too short notice. That way, you did it correctly. Yeah, you did it correctly. So I'll shoot you a text, and we can reschedule from there if you don't mind. Awesome, and I'm excited to get you in the beta program. That's exciting for me to get your feedback. Awesome. Okay. Well, to everyone else watching, there might be one less spot available, so jump in on that if you want to be an early adapter. All right, so that's enough on Doge for now. I did a more detailed one yesterday, but there's a lot to talk about today, so let me get to the other coins. And we've got Shiba Inu. This one is barely even has a chart on the weekly. Let's check the daily. Okay, so I think I had this looking like this. Looks like it was probably a 1, then a 2. Well, that wick at the beginning is invalidating that. Let's get in closer and see what that is. I see 5 waves coming up on this right here. If you look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, that definitely finished. I don't know what this was back here before. It might have been the previous wave. So this one, it looks like it's coming back down as far as it can. There's so many zeros that I don't even know what to call this. 0.000005. How do you trade Shiba Inu for the people that are trading it? You have to swap this out on something. So the correction is just going on and on for a double. The correction could have been over at one of these dips right there. There's no use in counting this because the corrections could go on and on and on. That could have been a B, C, D, E with the double correction. It could be going into a triple correction, or this could be the next wave up, but does not look like the next wave up because it just looks like waves of 3 still. Like this looks like a 3 right here. This looks like some kind of 3 here. Until we see a impulsive wave, 5 wave with 5 subwaves, then you might want to buy. But then I'm not recommending to buy because especially with these random coins, I know you might not think it's random, but what's the underlying asset? A blip on a chip? What are you going to do with that if you get hungry? You're going to eat the chip? It's not an edible chip, it's a computer chip. So keep that in mind that you can't hold it in your hand. Yeah, you can't eat gold or silver either, but you can at least trade gold or silver to anyone with a pulse pretty much in the entire world knows what gold and silver is. But if you try to trade someone at a farmer's market for some Shib, they might laugh at you. Or do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying not to trade, but you should know you should know the risk and what you're doing. Because I think a lot of people are living in fantasy world where just because it's the new that it's the right thing. Well, I'm not being old-fashioned. I'm just saying that for me personally, I'm okay with risk. Probably a lot more risk than some of the people. Someone said AP5YC40 said the YouTube link is proof I recorded the conversation with E-Trade. What? I don't know what you're talking about. What conversation with E-Trade? All right, I'm going to do the next coin. This is still in a bear market for anyone that wants to know. Anytime we're under that yellow or that white line, that moving average, this white line that's running right here, anytime we're under that, it's a bear market. We're pretty much in a bear market this whole time for Shib. Does that make sense? Just because it poked above right there, that was a trap. So be careful of these traps. And if I might do an update on this in the future if someone watching wants to see it again. All right, let's see. So where can you buy or E-Trade? Are you trading crypto on E-Trade or something else? All right, so let's look at the next one. We're going to look at AMC. Ooh, that looks dramatic. Oh wow, there was a crossover on the MACD like I've ever seen. Down here at the bottom is the MACD. It crossed over hard right there, which was a sell signal up here for some people. Now, you know, you don't have to take sudden action just from someone's video. I always recommend learning as much as you can and making your own decisions. All right, so what have we got here? We've got a spike in the middle of nowhere. That's on the daily. Let's look on the weekly. Oh, is that it? Oh, okay. So this is all the way back to 2014. As you can see, the bear market ended because we shot above this. Right here is a golden cross. We talked about a death cross before, and I think it was the Bitcoin chart. So right there was a crossover where all those moving averages crossed over from they were under that white line, now they're over it. And as obviously you can tell, there was a giant bump in price. So I don't see the I don't see the 5 waves yet. Let me zoom in here and see if the 5 waves are done or just getting started. Well, at first I only see 4. One, 2, 3. I'm not sure if this is done. It might try to come back all the way to that white line. And then this one will be up here somewhere. So yeah, it might go up to like 90 or 100 after this correction right now that it's in. It could be nearing done, but let's zoom in and see. Well, we're in the buy-ish zone on the 1 hour chart, where, as you know, I wait till these start happening. It's not a total buy signal yet, but it's pretty much, I mean, I might think about getting just a little bit to keep track of it, because this looks like this correction right here looks pretty well done soon. Looks like a flat correction, ABC. So this is looking, I mean, as far as most of the stuff we've been looking at, this looks like it's making some kind of a buy signal, but trade at your own risk. However, this is not a crypto, so at least there is something underlying value, which is the company itself. So this might be a good buy for someone. I'm not telling you what to do. Don't sue me, blah, blah, blah. JP Morgan's getting margin called. Which one are you talking about? The AMC or something else? All right, so yeah, this one, although this is still dangerous, I'm not saying that there's no risk or anything. There's still risk, even though it's a stock. There's plenty of risk. But this is starting to look like a potentially good buy. In fact, I might take a little nip. All right, so let's look at the next. Let's look at the next one. Am I going to be able to do all of these in one video? That is the question. Mike said, just got in. Did you already go over Doge? Yes, but very briefly. I did it more detail yesterday. If I make it to the end, I can do it again Okay, what is this? BlackBerry's doing something crazy. Let's look at the weekly. All right, so back here, it looks like we already had 5 waves up back in 2008. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's obviously done because it came crashing down right away. See, it's not just crypto that does this. Look at this correction. This looks similar to Doge, doesn't it? And look how far it came down, and look how long it took. 2008, years, 12 years so far, 13 years. But now it looks like, hey, correction might be over, because, I mean, that's some pretty strong volume going on compared to, look at all this volume. See the volume down here at the very bottom, these little bars? Well, it's shot up right here, and it's crossing over a golden cross. I just talked about this a minute ago. Golden cross on the moving averages. So I think this wave that we're in right now will come down further, maybe down to 7 or 8, and then continue upward. It looks like, and I see a 5 wave right here too. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. This might be a juicy trade. Whoever brought this up, thank you. I think that although on the weekly it's not here. I like to be in the buy zone down here, but on the weekly we're not there yet. So I would wait until it finishes this wave down, and then maybe around $8 or so. I'll put an alert on the daily on the RSI. Do I have no alerts left? I might have used up all my alerts. I probably need to upgrade my let me just delete a couple of my alerts so that, let's see if they'll let me add more. Please let me add an alert. No. All right, I have too many alerts. That's not it. Most of them are expired anyway. All right, well, at the risk of boring you, I'll just move on. But yeah, almost all my alerts are expired anyway, so why won't they let me to have more? Please, sir, more alerts. Okay, so if I was going to set an alert, I would set one here on the RSI at 30, so that when it drops down below it, because I have too many things to look at, and I probably won't remember. Thank you for the like, whoever gave me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Anyone else watching that's getting value out of this, please do throw in a like. It helps the YouTube algorithm. It really seriously does. All right, so let's move on to the next one. But here we're approaching what might be a good buy on BlackBerry. All right, let's look at what's next. Digibyte. A lot of these I'm looking at for the very first time, so I'm doing a fresh technical analysis with fresh eyes. All right, so this one, we had some waves up back here. Looks like 1, 2, 3, and then and down for quite a correction again since 2018 all the way down to 0.001 in March last year. Then it looks like we've got 5 waves going up. And this could have been the top, and this could just be an extended B wave. That's hard to tell which one of these is the top. But we're still in the correction. We're still in a bear market. There was a death cross right here where these crossed over to the downside. On the daily, we're not quite in the buy zone yet. Let's see what the Fibonacci retracement says. Well, we're back down at the 786 exactly right now. So this might be a good buy opportunity, but as you can see, look how long this correction lasted. Years. So this might drag on and on and on for a long time. So, but that wouldn't be the worst spot to buy in. But you might want to wait for a better signal. We did have a crossover on the MACD back here to the upside. It's just not the best buy signal yet, on the daily at least. On the hourly, we get rid of this. All right. We're still in a bear market. As you can tell, we're under that white line, that moving average. So right now, I mean, there was kind of a buy signal because this was down right there on the 1 hour, and then this came down farther in price, but the RSI was higher up. If you've been watching my videos, you know this is one of the, that was supposed to be an arrow. You know that this is one of my signals. See that right there, and then it came down. This is going down here. So if it continues making a signal like that, I mean, that could have been the signal down there at 0.036. I mean, it's already up from there, but it's not, you know, there is some buy signal there, but I wouldn't be going all in or anything, definitely. I would be cautious because it's hard to say when this correction is going to be over. I mean, these come down and then it can just wiggle up and down until everyone is bored out of their mind for years until it finally rockets again. So you'll have to keep your eye on this, and you know, you can put some alerts on the RSI as well. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Moving right along. Okay, this one is, what is this called? Crypto.com coin. Okay. Well, I see 5 waves, but they're overlapping. So that's not an impulse going up. Interesting. What in the world is this? I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. Usually, someone was asking yesterday, how do we know the difference between a 5 wave and a 3 wave? Well, that looked like a 5 wave, actually. But then if we try to make this into a 5 waves, it can't. Because this 4 and 1 can't overlap. See this whole area where the wave 4 and wave 1 are overlapping? That's not a 5 wave then. So we'll have to delete that. So then what is it? Well, that's a great question. This could be a reverse correction, A, B, C, D, E. So that could have been a correction, but it's a reverse correction, which doesn't make sense because we've got nothing to go on before 2019. So I see 5 waves coming down right here. Possibly. This one is, I mean, if this is a reverse correction, it means it's going to be going down 5 waves now. So this could possibly be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 coming down somewhere. So there was a buy signal for this bump right here, but then it already came up and hit that white line, started coming back down. So it's not a bull market yet. This one I'm weary of. I don't know what, I just don't like it. Just don't like the look of this chart. It's not giving me a good opportunity personally. Just I'm looking at this for the first time right now, so I would not be buying personally, but it's also doesn't look like the best place to sell either. All right, someone said, oh, okay, I already read that one. Oh, so JR said, so AMC has the end of the 4 wave around 20-ish. I'll check back on that in a second. Is there any more, or was that it? Okay, I think that was it as far as the ones I was going to do for this video. Wow, we got through them all. Woohoo! So I think that's the most symbols I ever did in one video. Let me know what you think in the comments, and let me know if there are any other symbols you want me to check out. I'm here live right now, so you might as well ask me now, or if you're watching this in the replay, then you can comment and I'll do it in the next video. As long as I can find the chart. I couldn't find a chart for Safemoon, so yeah, I don't know. You would have to chart it yourself, or I have to find out the data somewhere. Anyway, that's about it for this one. Let me go back to Doge, someone that wanted to see. All right, well, I had this mapped out. There was a decent buy opportunity and a sell opportunity right there. But I think we're heading on the way up still. So I think this is some kind of pattern like this. And then, well, let me back out here a little. Something like this is on its way up, and then we've got, I think it's going to head up here to, let's see, to 31, 32-ish. This might not happen, but And then after this, I think it's going to come back down, possibly to like 9 cents. But we'll have to see how it all plays out until I see some impulsive waves of 5. I'm going to just expect to see waves of 3 and never-ending correction. So, and then if this does rocket up temporarily to 31-ish, oh yeah, just wait for the news articles to come out, the fake news that's going to say like, oh, Elon Musk's tweeted, so it went up. When are they going to stop saying that? It's kind of funny, but it isn't. It's so ignorant that I'm not offended. I just think that it's the stupidest thing I keep seeing, but that's the media for you. When's the last time you saw something intelligent come from the media? Probably never. Thank you for whoever gave a thumbs up. I appreciate it. All right, we're nearing the end of the video. This is the point where I just start rambling and ranting about things. So if you have any questions, let me know now. If you have any other symbols you want me to take a look at, leave them in the comments. And if you want to know anything, as long as it's not completely offensive, which as long as you're not completely trolling, go for it in the comments. I like to do this at the very end of the videos, is to just do like Q&A and see what everyone is up to, get some information going back and forth, because I learn a lot from my audience. They're the ones asking me, you know, which symbols to look at and stuff like that, so I get to, I like it. I like to hear the feedback. I like to know what you want to see next in the next video, or just talk to people that are also interested in trading and stuff like that. Like-minded environment. We are growing a little community here. I feel it coming together. There's several people that have been tuning in several times, leaving comments in every video. I appreciate all of you, and thank you so much for the support and encouragement, because yeah, you know, there are tons of haters out there, so it's nice to mix it up with some positivity. And actually on this channel we pretty much only get positivity now, so I like it. And I'm not one of those positive people that just is living in a happy fantasy world. I'm realistic and positive. So it's not all rainbows and fairy tales all the time. You have to be real. But I think being positive is not what, you know, people think being positive means being happy. No, it's being confident. Like, I'm positive XYZ. I'm positive such and such. It doesn't mean it's going to be good. It just means that you're positive. Does that make sense? Anyway, that's the spin that I like to put on positivity. Just to, you know, I do like giving motivational speeches, especially on my channel. Preaching, sermons, if you will. I could give sermons all day long if people would watch the videos. As long as people do continue watching, I will continue. Alright, well, let me know your questions, let me know your comments. I'm just wrapping up the video, but I'll stick around if anyone has any feedback. I'll give you a couple minutes. I know there's a little bit of a lag between when I say something and when you actually hear it. So let me know. I'll give you a couple minutes to type something out before I get going. But thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in, and for everyone that's been expressing interest in my program. Lucas, I'll look forward to speaking with you on the phone, and anyone else that wants in on the beta test on my trading program. That's the best deal you're probably ever going to get on it. It's pre-release right now, so I haven't even released it. But if you want to be one of the early people in it to help give me some feedback before I officially launch it, then reach out to me now, because there are a few people. If all the people that expressed interest actually follow through and get in on it, then we probably only have room for like one more person. But at this point that I'm live making this, we're totally open. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited about a lot of videos that I have coming out. The channel is finally monetized. I've been trying out different people to help me design thumbnails to make my videos more attractive for people to click on them, because they're full of really good and deep info that's hard to find information these days. Johnny Boy said, will there be a dump again? Yes, I think so. Will Doge go down to 16 cents, or will it fall once again like last night? Well, if you look at my screen right now, I'm predicting this, but for right now, I think it's going to be going up to, it's not going to go directly there, but it's going to come in 3 waves, I think, up to around 30, 32-ish, and then I think it will come back down again. Let's see how far. I think it might go down again to like 9 cents or so, or back down to 15. It's possible after this next wave, because we're in the middle of a unfinished 3 waves. So if it goes below 16 from right here, it's at 19 right now. If it goes below 16, like not just a little wick, but if it really goes hard below 15, I think it's going down to 9 cents, which is like near the bottom of my buy zone. But then but as I'm showing here on this chart, I'm predicting it going up first before the next corrective wave down. But so far, if you look closely, we're still under the moving average. So we're still under that white moving average on a lot of different levels. So we're just trying to cross the white moving average on the 5-minute. And I think it will, but we'll see. Because this pattern right here has not finished making a 3-wave. And this pattern, if you zoom out, this pattern right here has not finished making a 3rd wave. So does this make sense? Let me know if you're following this pattern, because this is what I've been expecting for quite a while, all the way back since June 24th-ish. I've been thinking there's going to be another wave sideways and then another wave up. Then I think it's going to come down pretty hard. After if it goes back up to above 30, I think I'm going to probably get out. Maybe not all the way, but maybe like 70% out. That's just kind of what I'm waiting for. Johnny Boy said, love your session, man. Extremely informative. Awesome. Thank you so much. I love your comments. And I'm going to screenshot that because I need that positivity. Sometimes. Right now I'm feeling good, but you know, someday I'll need to boost my ego up. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, pretty much everyone is tuning out, and I will probably do that as well. If you're just tuning in, I'm pretty much wrapping up the video. If you have any more questions, let me know in the comments, and if I see it before I go, I'll answer. If not, check this after I end the live. Thank you for thumbs up, by the way. Once I end the live, you can go back and watch it from the beginning. If you're just tuning in now, it's about to wrap up. I will be back with another Daily Doge tomorrow, and then after that, the next one will probably be Sunday. So tomorrow is probably going to be the last live of the week, and then we'll get back to it. Sunday through Thursday is what I've been doing. Although if I missed Sunday, you can expect me on Monday. But like I said yesterday, if I get more views, if I can get like 500 to 1,000 views in the first day or two on the videos, then I'll start doing 2 per day. Because a lot of people ask me for 2 videos a day, and I will, but at this point, I don't think my channel... I don't think doing more and more and more is really getting me more viewers. The YouTube algorithm is really strange. I don't totally understand it, but I understand the basics of it. And I think for my audience right now, I have a certain amount of people like watching out for my technical analysis. And if I post too many in a row, it seems like they don't get as many views, but it could be, could work. Johnny Boy said, bro, share your links in some Facebook group. Yeah, that's a great idea. And if you're in any groups, crypto groups or trading groups, please do share this, because honestly, I haven't been on Facebook in like 6 months. Because I'm focusing in on YouTube, and I'm dabbling on Instagram, and it's just too much for me to do Facebook also, until my assistant, which I've been through a lot of assistants actually. I have one right now that survived, but I've had like 12 assistants. Not because of me, it's because they're idiots. But anyway, I have a good one right now, but they're managing one of my businesses. So it's like trying to find someone good who will actually do the social media for me like I want it done is really more difficult than it should be. It shouldn't be that hard, but anyway, that's just a behind the scenes what's going on. I definitely need more people working on this team because I've got a lot of ideas and I've got a ton of footage and I have a lot of energy. I just can't do all of it myself. I tried doing everything myself in my 20s and it doesn't work. You need really good people on your team for most things. For mostly anything worth doing, you're going to need people to fill in the gaps, fill in for your weaknesses. And for me, it's just, you know, I like going live. I like making the videos. I can edit really well, but it would be better if someone else did all the editing. That's why now I'm just going live as much as possible, so I don't have to edit anything. You have no idea how much time it takes to edit. It's crazy. if, you know, all these other people on YouTube posting videos daily or close to it that are edited, wow, you got to respect them, because that is hard work. They either have a huge crew of people or that's all they're doing. So, but anyway, that's kind of what's going on in the background. As soon as I get some good people on board on the team for the channel, I'm sure my thumbnails will get better, my headlines will get better, and if anyone watching has marketing experience, reach out to me. And I don't know if anyone watching has marketing experience. Johnny Boy said, one day your hard work will pay off. Thank you very much. Luckily, I have other businesses going on, so this is not my only project, because if it was, I would be starving to death. But yeah, luckily I have, I think, 4 other businesses right now. So, and I'm looking for businesses to buy, but that's another story. If you want to know more about that, I do have some other business videos, but I do have a secret business right now that I'm collecting footage of, and I'm going to make a documentary on it, because I started it during the lockdown, and I haven't. It's exciting. So in the future, stay tuned. I have some other good stuff that's in the works, definitely, and I haven't announced it yet. Also, I have so many things going on. I'm supposed to be releasing a cookbook this year. I just finished recording the crypto course. I'm going to focus on the crypto course first, because I think that a lot of people definitely need it. The more I look in the online community and see people's comments, the more I think, oh no, people don't know anything about trading, and that's not a good thing, because they're just going to get wrecked eventually. So thank you so much for the encouragement, Johnny Boy, and same to you. One day your hard work will pay off, and I appreciate all your feedback. It makes it not just enlightening, but also gives a good sense of community with a bunch of people watching live and commenting. So I'll see you in the next video. I'll be back tomorrow live again after 5:30 p.m. I'm experimenting with the time, because it seems like I get more viewers the later I post, but it seems like the cutoff time is around like 8 p.m. Eastern. If I post later than that, sometimes it doesn't really work, but it seems like if I post right around 8 or 8:30 that I get the most views. So if that's how simple it is, then I'll just post at 8:30 p.m. every day, but we'll see. That's not really the best time for me to go live, because I'm usually like, my schedule is usually not sitting at the computer at that time. But Johnny Boy said, thank you, sir. Appreciate your videos. Thank you for all the information that you provide us. My pleasure. And I also have other videos about health. The channel is about health and wealth, because I think that you need health to enjoy your wealth. What's the point of having money or currency or crypto and then not being able to enjoy it? And I've personally, unfortunately, had some struggles with that myself. If you've seen my story, I talk about my story in my other videos. I don't want to talk about it right now. But yeah, I've been through a lot, and I take all those painful lessons and I bring them to you so that hopefully you can avoid that unnecessary suffering and skip right to the result. I know that that's easier said than done, but that's the point of my channel. All right, thank you so much everyone for watching all the way to the end. I really appreciate all the new subscribers recently and all the comments and everyone that's been reaching out to me. Some people have been scheduling appointments and reaching out to me on Instagram to get into my program. So I definitely enjoy talking to you in the comments, and I'll be back live tomorrow in the evening. I might try tomorrow around 8 p.m. or I might start it around 6 or 7 because it seems like the later I do it, the more people tune in live. So eventually we'll nail down a specific time and you can expect me at that same time each time. But until then, I'm going to keep experimenting until I get the best result because that's what I do. And that's usually what I recommend as well. All right, thank you again. I'll see you in the next one. Have an amazing day on purpose. And remember to trust nature and live alkaline. Peace.